Since each segment in our thesis fits in a different subgenre of horror, each draws on a different set of influences. Conversations with Emily is our gothic horror segment, and will be one of the most heavily stylized in terms of camera setups and particularly lighting. The influences will mostly come from 60s and 70s supernatural horror films. Even when things are at their most naturalistic, everything will have a cool blue tinge, which we'll accomplish mainly by balancing the camera for indoor light while shooting outdoors, or shooting indoors but with daylight-balanced lighting. When we're looking for the most extreme blues, we'll of course apply gels. As the story begins to veer into more supernatural elements, we'll introduce more extreme color choices in the lighting. Our primary influences here are Italian horror films of the 60s and 70s, which often completely eschewed naturalism in favor of creating something surreal and otherworldly, with color choices commenting directly on characters' psychological and emotional states. This is a style I've had the opportunity to experiment with a lot, and as director of photography, I feel very comfortable applying it to Conversations with Emily. Another important element of the photography will be the use of wide-angle lenses. Expanding the Z-axis will serve us in several ways. It will help to emphasize the disconnect between characters as the distances between them will be exaggerated. The distortion that the more extreme lenses can provide will help convey a sense of the otherworldly and of the main character's madness. And by separating our main character from her surroundings, we will feel more completely inside her head. This aspect will be sold more fully with the use of heavy backlighting and shallow depth of field. This combination of extreme lighting and camera choices should do a lot to intensify the most unnerving and bizarre aspects of the story.